hardback journal junk journal that I'd like to share with you today. Again, I've made this one in the style of Nik the Booksmith using her tutorial. I'll put links to all of Nik's shop teachables where her tutorials are, and her shop on Etsy and YouTube. She's a real chunky monkey. She has 4 signatures, but they're pretty full, as you can see. Still lots of space to journal. She measures approximately 6 inches by 8 3/4, and she has a rounded spine and 2 1/4 inches approximately. On the back piece I have used a Tim Holtz. I can't remember what these little attachments are called. I'll put a link below, but it's Tim Holtz, and I've just attached, I've made a little charm. I thought it went quite nicely with the dark green and the eyelash trim, and I love these tassels. I had some of those in my stash, so I thought it went really nicely with this book. And it's easy enough to remove if you don't want it. You can change it. The closure's something a bit different. It's bulldog clip at the back, lace, which is a slight, not much of an elasticity, but there's lots there to alter the size of the journal. And I've used this kind of closure. I've used this on albums in the past. Shellie Geigle, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I'll put a link to her channel below. She uses these on albums, and I have used these on albums with great success in the past, and I just thought it lent itself well to the hardback journal. So I'm really hoping you like it, and I'm really pleased with it. So it's so easy, it just hooks on and off, that's it. And I put a little clip there with a key, and that just secures the lace in place, because the lace, you just slide it in, obviously, in the sides here. So that just keeps that in the size that you're looking for. And when you want to alter it, if I stand her, I'll just lie her down this way maybe, you'll be able to see, all you do is you loosen the lace off, and then you just adjust it. Of course it's going to stick now that I'm on camera. All fingers and thumbs now. So you just release. Perhaps I should start again. So anyway. And then you just tighten it up and down. I'm making a real mess of this. I'm making a right meal of it, as they would say at home. So you can either tighten it and then just tie it off, or make it less tight, slacker, looser. But that's how easy it is to adjust. I'm making it look more difficult than it is, just because I'm nervous really. So you just tie it. And as I said, this garment pin really just keeps it together, and I like the addition of the charm. It's a nice place to put the charm. So I hope that made sense. If that doesn't make sense, just leave me a comment below and I apologise. To keep it secure, I've just taken some metal embellishments. I've layered them. There's a couple, there's 2 there, so it's quite hefty. It's quite secure, I mean. And I've used some of the chipboard, the heavyweight chipboard, underneath to lift it off the front, because obviously this is raised. So it's to even it so it lies nice and flat. So that's quite sturdy and secure. She has 4 signatures, as I said, and over 220 pages back to front. I've used ArtyMaze kit in this one. I've used mainly Nature Walk, which is beautiful, and I've used a few bits from Enchanted Caroline, all from ArtyMaze, because I had some of that left over from another book that I did for family. So if I open her up, she is quite chunky, but she will give. Tim Holtz paper in the back, some paper from a stash, a large pocket, gold trim from a sari, and I've put beauty is how you feel in the inside. I've just layered that on some linen. I've got a book page under there. Yeah, and I just like that quote. Stitched, there's a lot of stitching in this one. It's stitched onto lined paper at the back. I think that might be EphemerasGarden. I'll double check. I'll put links to all the shops I've used below. This is ArtyMaze, and So the Adventure Begins. Stitched onto an index card, and I've just gold round and highlighted it. I thought it was lovely. And a little tag. The story begins with a really cute owl and a little heart, and it's backed onto paper, which is why I've got the heart there. But I thought that owl charm's lovely. Sits there. As I said, the paper's gorgeous from ArtyMaze. So we've got some ruffled ribbon here, some lace and pearl trim, and flower pearl. Some more lace trim here. Each signature starts with a piece of vellum that I've printed off some flowers. I think it's worked out quite well. I'm quite pleased with them. I've put some white paper in simply because I'm doing that more and more. Family and friends or people that I have sold to in the past, or not everybody likes coffee and tea dyed throughout, so I do find myself more and more putting some white paper in and cream. And it's backed onto, this is Nik the Booksmiths, that's one of her ledger papers. She's got some great ephemera, if you go and have a look. And I use this ledger paper all the time, it just lends itself to everything. Not ledger paper, sorry, it's journaling paper from a kit. An envelope that's decoupaged, and I've just made a stamped and made a large journaling tag there. Some pearls in the tab. Love the coffee dyed on there. Stamped a little bird. Tim Holtz paper, just extra. Some ribbon, I thought picked up the green of the paper. And I've fromaged a butterfly here. Pocket. Card from the kit, I've just put journey layered in some book paper. Stitched coffee dyed paper at the back, and some lovely lace trim, some not tracing paper, parchment paper here, paper from the kit, another tag, and a mason jar. That's the Enchanted Caroline kit from ArtyMaze, and I've stickled. This is a journaling card, and I've just made it into a little pocket, a hidden pocket, because I love that idea. Stitched round it, and that just slides in there. Some fabric stitch just remnants that I had. I just like how it looks on the page, and a lovely little rose charm. Digital stamp there, flower. Matte ledger paper, Tim Holtz, and I've put an altered paper clip here, and it says Garden Girl. I just like that, the nature. Stamp some flowers, little birdie again, and this is a pocket, just stitched some lace at the back, and I've used some Tim Holtz paper and made a fabric envelope. And I have to thank Wendy from her channel is Wendy's Journal Adventure. I absolutely love Wendy's channel. Her tutorials on all these pockets and the things that she does with Project Life cards, I love it. I love all of it, actually. So thank you, Wendy, because I'll be using them a lot. So that's where this envelope, the inspiration came from. Some lace trim, little flower, and then inside I've just put a little card for some journaling, and it just fits nicely. And this pocket is actually a double lined pocket. So again, there's a pocket there, and I've put the main pocket at the front. So there's two pockets in this one. Just a flip out. I like that so that again, so you can see the lace at the back. The centre of each signature has got an envelope from the kit, and I love these journaling cards I've just stitched round. My stitching is far from perfect. I'm not a seamstress, but as I've said in other journals, I think that's the beauty of junk journals. They're not supposed to be perfect. I love the quotes as well that ArtyMaze has put in these. It says, "The earth is music for those who listen." And it's a Velcro closure. That flips out a little bit. The bird again is sari trim ribbon. And that's Tsunami Rose, and I've just backed it onto coffee dyed paper. And again, that's a double envelope there. Digital stamp, music, some Tim Holtz paper, ledger paper, just a scrap from Tim Holtz, a bit of paper that I had just sewn and I've put it on there. Coffee dyed at the back, another place to journal. Little gem, some ribbon that I've sewn on there, vintage button, and a piece of metal. Just for different textures and different looks and feelings, really. I just like it, how it all looks different but it all works. Thin paper, pocket again, butterfly, large tag, coffee dyed paper at the back, some ribbon, some of the green, gold ribbon again. I should whiz through this faster actually. It's from the kit, stickles. This is a glassine bag, that's the decoupage on that side. On this side I just had this from another project and I've layered it on just a piece of book page, some gauze, little gem, and I just thought it looked really cute there. And again from the kit, "Be still and the earth will speak to you." Love these quotes, love, love, love them. I love ArtyMaze's shop actually. Nik the Booksmith, that's her ledger paper again. And that's the other side of the vellum in this first signature. Love it. I love how it turned out. Pocket, just some crocheted trim, some gold trim. And this is from Kerr's Graphic on Etsy. Sorry if I get the name of that wrong. It's Kerr's Vintage Graphic, I think. I've got a lot of her papers, digital kit, they're lovely. It says, "The earth laughs and flowers." And you can journal in the back. Some crochet trim, and then some crochet trim and some ribbon down here. The same in the back of this first page. Poppies, doesn't everybody love a poppy? Oh, they're just lovely poppies. And this I thought was a cute way to add some journaling space. This is from a lady, G.I. Kerr. I'm a new subscriber to her channel and she does some great embellishments, lovely journals, so have a look. I'm sure I'm going to be using a lot of her tips and advice and inspiration as well. But this just took me back to when I was a kiddie really, playing with paper. So thank you for that. Nik's paper again. Glassine bag from the kit. Just a piece of ribbon, and at the back, owl from the kit. I'm going to be saying from the kit a lot. Just a couple of die cuts. It was a doily and then a die cut. I just thought it went nicely there. Some extra paper. And this, I know other people are doing them now, but this is the Franken page that Nik first did, and I just love them. I think they're a great way to use up the paper, scrap paper, but I love just the roughness and the texture. And again, if you like things neat and tidy, this journal's not for you, because I just like how things feel when they're rough and ready. I suppose that sounds bad, but anyway, moving swiftly on. There's a piece of lace down here. There's a pocket. And I've popped just a stamped lady there. And it's just spare paper, but I thought it looked cute with some seam binding round to keep her closed, which doesn't want to cooperate on camera. There we go. And it just lies in there nicely. Pocket with some gauze under there, some linen, sorry, under there, and some of the ribbon. That's Tsunami Rose. Stamping. That's just paper that I've done in my stash. And just an extra piece of, that's Tim Holtz paper, some lace sewn down just for a bit of interest in the page. And a tea bag, and I've just made a little pocket on a piece of, this is a vintage tablecloth that I've cut up and used in various ways. So there's a pocket behind, and then there's a pocket for the tag here. And I've left that blank for your own. Really a vintage button, some eyelash trim. And then I had some spare paper, and I've just put a bit of lace flower there, and it sits in there. And that's some of the gold trim from the saree again. Music sheet, belly band, but I did have to watch because I was just putting too much, she was getting too chunky. So that's from the kit, and I've left that blank for your own, just stitched around it. And there's some crochet trim top and bottom. And I've left this one, just side pocket, the belly band from the kit, and I've left this one quite plain for your own writing as well. And then pocket, another tsunami rose. Great size cards for journaling. Stamped paper. Centre of the signature. Velcroed envelope from the kit. And a favourite picture from Pinterest. Just the girl and the cat sitting in the window. I just love that. And it's coffee dye paper at the back for writing. Digital flower. The other side of the envelope, and that's another one from the kit page, and I've put some handmade paper and some coffee dye paper. That's the handmade paper here, and again handmade paper, and it just makes a lovely booklet. And I've just attached it with some ribbon because then you can always change the papers as you want, and I thought the lemon went lovely with the lemon at the flowers. This is a flip out. Terri Wood is a channel that I first saw flip out, so I'll put a link to Terri down below. Just gives a nice journaling space. And it just catches there. So it's well worth looking at Terri Wood's channel. She's got half a dozen or so of these different flip outs that I use a lot. Card from the kit, and I've just put some trim spare at the top that I had. Pocket, another journaling card. And that's the page, franking page at the back. Glassine bag. And another tag from, I think that's the Enchanted Caroline kit, ArtyMaze, with some eyelash trim. Some digital stamping. Glassine bag, I love these large tags. Again from ArtyMaze, and I've just put some trim at the top, some crocheted lace at the bottom, and then in the glassine bag, another one of these from the kit. I've left this one plain again for yourself to write. And I like how you can see it through the bag, it's lovely. Nik's paper again, and that's the vellum sheet. And this is just really for decoration. I mean, I suppose you could, if I've got something I can try. Yeah, it does. In fact, I'll leave that in there because it goes quite nicely. It's just a couple of doilies, lace butterfly, some eyelash trim back in front. And I've put a little birdie, a little bird on a clip clothes peg, as we call them at home. And this last signature, isn't it? Or no, second last. Oh, I better hurry up, I'm going to run out of time. So there's some lace trim, some pom-pom trim and some ribbon. Again, the vellum sheet, Nik the Booksmiths. Another pocket, decoupaged glassine bag, sorry, another glassine bag decoupaged. An envelope from the kit, and this one's empty. As I've said a few times, she was just getting too chunky. Alter paper, this is an altered paper clip, it's a little coat hanger, and I've put on there some stickers and a bird and it says be happy, and that's just one of my own journaling cards that I've put under there that says remember. Thought that looked nice. Again, just some sewn paper with some fabric for interest. Paper from the kit, look at that, it's beautiful. Love this, honestly I love this. It's a tuck spot and it says heart, and I've used some of the fabric down here. Again, all stitched onto coffee dyed paper. And that's the other reason it's thicker, because there is some good quality thicker paper. 170 GSM, I think that one is. And there's another tuck spot. Just used a ticket and some fabric and sewed on there from the kit. Pocket. And another card. Another image from ArtyMaze kit. And I've stapled it on Tim Holtz mini staples with some of the gold trim. Lovely centre of the signature. And that's a picture from Pinterest, and I've just put it in a postcard, index card. Sewn that on there, velcroed closed. They're lovely, these. That's tuck spot, just some ribbon, gem, and a blank envelope for you to do whatever you would like to. Pearl trim in this one, envelope, and another, I think that's my favourite. I love the colours in this, in the kit. And music, paper, lots of spaces to write, lots and lots. And glassine bag again, another large tag from the kit, and a journaling card, all stitched, decoupaged again, mixed paper. That's the back, isn't that lovely? And that's one of these envelopes from Wendy. And I've put a doily, heart doily there, pearl, and it's in this tuck spot here. A little piece of rose from the rose trim, some more from that linen tablecloth, and this is the last signature. So it's got trim, pearls and some lace, and I love this, that's copper kind of tone, that bird, lovely charm, and a garment pin. And this time this is the last vellum. Next paper, it says timeless, place to journal at the back. It's in there nicely. And there's some lace down here, it says imagine, pocket there. And that's a digital stamp here. And this is actually just to show you it's a double pocket. That's a journaling, there's a pocket here at the front, and then there's a pocket at the back. Another large tag. And this actually, oops a daisy, came from there. But I wanted to remember and tell you that was a double. And I think this is I don't know again if it's a Crafty Irena or if it's a Patricia's pocket or tuck corner. I'll put the links down below. Tim Holtz paper, it goes really well, I thought, with the kit. Another pocket, Again, image trim at the top, centre of the signature, coffee dyed index card at the back, velcroed closure, pocket. I put a ribbon and a little gem trim, and I've just made up a little pocket, a little envelope with lace and ribbon at the top. Left that blank, empty for your own use, and a little gem to close. I thought it went quite nicely there. Nearly finished. Goodness me. She is chunky. Another fold out. And the fold outs, I think, did I say in the last fold out? Yeah, there's a tuck spot at the side. This one's got a tuck spot at the top. So that's from the kit. Some eyelash trim. Digital stamping again. Glassine bag, again with the decoupage. And that's from Patricia. I'll put that in later. And I've Nik's pages, the back of the vellum. I thought that's beautiful. I love the colours. The lace, crocheted lace on the last page. And then the back of the book. There's a Tim Holtz paper at the back. Oops, daisy. There's a double pocket. So this is from Karen's Vintage Graphic in Etsy. And I thought that's quite handy. You can put your name when you got the book. I've not dated it because I think it's leaves that for you to put what you want there, and just a little card for journaling, and it's to show us another pocket at the front. And then in this pocket that I've made with a piece of ribbon on top of the card, I've resized one of those other books, one of those journaling cards, sorry, that I made into a little notebook earlier on, and I've made a small book here, and I've put this book belongs to at the front, and at the back another card for dates and things. And I think I'll be putting these in all my journals now. I like this idea, so that's going to be a feature in all of the journals I make from now on. So, and that's her. So I hope you like her. I hope you like this method of closing it, of securing it. I really like it. Sorry it's taking so long. Sorry for all the mistakes and hesitancies. I'm still new to all of this. But thanks very much for taking time to watch, and I'd appreciate any comments or any suggestions that you have down below. Thank you.